This episode is going to be relatively light on commentary because I'm going over not one, but 2 jet technique missions, or jet tech missions, because that's what the game refers to them as. Any character with a high technique stat will work for these missions. Technically, you don't even need the high technique stat because, like I've said previously, once you get going in a combo, if you have a good trick loop, the score difference stops mattering. Half the time you can't even tell what the technique stat is actually doing for your characters, so it doesn't really matter too much who you play as. I've decided to play as Yo-Yo for this one, just because I don't think I had played as Yo-Yo yet. So for jet technique in Kogane, you start in the sewers, which is actually a really good thing because our loop that we're going for, although I'm not great at landing it all the time, is in the sewers, and it's based off of the challenge we had with Garum for unlocking Garum. If you follow basically that path and loop it back into the center rails and just keep doing that in circles, you'll be okay. I forgot about that at the beginning of this, so I tried an alternate route. It's much easier if you just try to copy basically what Garum did, but then land on the rails and loop it back into itself. It is possible to do it the way I'm doing it, but that might not be the best way. The next thing we have is Benten Jet Tech, which is also going to be fairly short in terms of the information I'm going to be providing because you just have to do a loop. This one is, I think, the largest loop in the game in terms of total ground covered, because you go around basically the entirety of Highway 0 with this one loop, and most of it is on rails. It's also really helpful to know this loop for a secret character unlock that we'll be getting much later. And I know we're nearing the end of the series, but much later still exists in this.
3, 2,
If you can keep jumping between the rails in a circle, you'll be fine. You can technically do this in either direction. You're not limited by direction like you are with Shibuya-cho, just because of fall distance and landing on the next rail. But it's fairly easy to loop around these overpasses and then get back to the center one. The most tricky part of Benten-cho or Highway Zero's trick loop is the part where you get to that, like, crossway spaghetti intersection, the one where the crane is above, because you just have to be careful with the amount of speed you're preserving to jump from one side to the other. If you can make this specific jump, you're good. You've got the whole loop down if you can make that jump. And with that, I'll leave you to the rest of the footage.
shit.